Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain.
From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, this is Madden NFL 21. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
6
8.
yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Sheldon Rankins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Pressure gets to him again. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Breeze will try again on second down. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 40.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is intercepted. This with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. On play action, Allen. Cannot get away, and down he goes. Malcolm Brown busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
Hey, he was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. And the Bills are going to recover.
Recovered by Buffalo.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They run here with Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
On the return, Deontay Harris. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
On the return, the Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Getting set to go again here, the Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on offense. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's going to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Throwing on 1st down is Brees. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The veteran Jerry Hughes drops the hammer in the backfield. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Saints 6.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Hey, man, let's play our game.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first down.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. To the air, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
A gain of 20.
A very solid gain of 27.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he floated one out there incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
Jenkins on the coverage.
Throwing again. Allen. And he floats one there, incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They suddenly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. From the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Breeze to throw. Being chased out left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
He's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Room here to run. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 21 yards there. Big play on 4th down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good. Heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
13.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We dominate.
Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. They were to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Breeze now on first down. Toward the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. From the gun, it's Breeze. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jerry Hughes picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Third down.
The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Breeze pass.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school as I was begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Brought down back at the 29-yard.
On play action. Now Breeze. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that.
And look at this. It's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Taron Johnson able to pick it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. On play action, Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 39 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 2nd and 15 now. Breeze. Coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Allen. Steps it. They can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sheldon Rankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Again, it's Kamara. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Those passes are intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. David Onyemata able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen letting one go deep for the end zone. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. P.J. Williams with a pick, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
And my goodness, another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Saints' 14-yard line.
Is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now Allen off the bootleg. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Marcus Davenport picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run stuff and variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down, make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful. Sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Incomplete. Micah Hyde on the cover.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Eluding the pressure. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Play action. It's Hill. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Back at the 32.
Off of play action. Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Saints on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking long for Thomas. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Result.
I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Hyde, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Complete to Tyler.
A gain of 32 that time.
And there's an example of not taking your practice work, your drill work, and turning it into game speed. You work on that all the time. 3rd and long, you want to let him make the catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a ball. Touchdown. Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case,
he couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Hill off the bootleg. On the move to his left. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
on any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They go play fake, and it's Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one, and it's second down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Hill's pass.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
The Saints on third down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Yes, folks, Alex, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment,
and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Let's get him. Come on.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a short return to the 6-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Buffalo.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the... years right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Drew Brees.
Jerry Hughes getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Levi Wallace with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Jenkins on the cover.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Allen to throw it. And it is incomplete, 7 seconds remaining. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Malcolm Jenkins on the coverage.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The Bills send the punter out. He's been terrific so far. Play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. Now, I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because